Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Mickey Sightings. Today we're going to do something that we have not done before on our channel, and that is a product review. First of all, I want to say that the product that we are reviewing has not sponsored or endorsed this program in any way. We are just sharing our personal thoughts and personal review as it pertains to this particular company and product. The company we're reviewing and the product that they make is the Magic Candle Company. Their tagline is, "We bring the vacation to you." This is an exciting company that produces fragrances that really take you to Walt Disney World. It really does bring the magic of fragrance into your home. We've been very impressed with this product. We were so impressed by it, we said we want to do a review. If you are a fan of Disney and a fan of Disney smells, this product is top bar.
Yes.
We received an ad through Facebook a few weeks ago about this product. I read a few reviews and everybody had great things to say about it and placed our first order. We received it this last weekend and we have been very, very happy with it. So today what we'd like to do is talk to you about some of the fragrances that we have received in this particular review. And as we get more fragrances in, we'll do a review on those as well. So first of all, the first fragrance that was said as one of their more popular fragrances is Polynesian. Polynesian is described as having a scent that features nuances of fresh green tea mixed with effervescent citrus top notes and crisp bamboo stalks. If you've ever been to the Polynesian resort, you know the smell when you walk in, and that's what this scent captures. And the Magic Candle Company uses multiple formats for their scents. They have essential oils, candles, of course, wax melts, room deodorizer spray, room deodorizer discs. They also have a line of bath products as well. We use diffusers in our home because we use essential oils. So the essential oil was most appealing to us, that we could diffuse that through our home. And then we also acquired some of the fragrance discs, the room deodorizer fragrance discs. But let's go back to the Polynesian. And I know Susie has a lot to say about it. There's just something about the scent of the Polynesian, and tell us about the Polynesian fragrance.
The Polynesian fragrance, it's like if you just close your eyes, and if you've ever been to Disney's Polynesian Resort, when you walk in, there is just a difference. There's different scents and different smells that are just blended together and really make it to where you know without opening your eyes that you are in the Polynesian. And Disney uses fragrances as a almost like a smell memory.
Yeah, a smemory.
Right.
And that was a big thing with Walt. That was a big thing with Walt Disney, was the memories.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that as you make memories, a lot of times you'll know what it smelled like when you were there. And the Polynesian is just unmistakable.
Yeah.
And it's relaxing and it's floral, but it's citrus and it's wood and when we diffuse the Magic Candle Company's essential oil that's the Polynesian, you can close your eyes and it is like you have just walked into the Polynesian resort.
Yeah.
It really
is. And
is.
I will say this too. We haven't used the candles yet, but using the diffuser oil, it permeates the house. I mean, we have a 2,700 square foot house. And especially once the central air kicks on, it draws most of it through the house. So the whole house begins to smell like the Polynesian.
And it's not overpowering.
No, it's very light.
It's
light, very light.
But it's there. And it lasts for a long time. It's not like some of the essential oils that you can get, the scents from different stores. And, you put 7 or 8 or 9 drops into the diffuser, and an hour or so later, you're wondering where this scent is. The Polynesian really, really does a good job of staying without being overpowering. So I like it.
And one of the things we like to do, and because this channel is a family channel, we always include Becca because we think it's extremely important to have a kid's perspective on these things too. So what's your take on the Polynesian fragrance?
Okay, so it feels like it's just the Polynesian in a bottle. That's all I can say, really.
Okay.
But the really good part about it is, like you guys were saying, it's not overpowering. But whenever it was in the diffuser, we had another one of them, which we're going to explain later in it. And even when we washed it out with hot water, you could still smell the essential
That
oil.
light note, yeah.
But when we put Polynesian in, it didn't even interfere with Polynesian.
We put another fragrance in.
Right.
And that's one of the things too is with diffusers, there are some oils that the oil is so heavy that if you don't just scrub the diffuser, the oils bleed over into other scents. And we have not seen that so far with our diffuser. And we've used the same diffuser. And you have a diffuser in your room.
Yes, and I put...
We'll talk about that scent in just a little bit.
Scent.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in just a little bit. All right, so that's the Polynesian. The next scent that we got in the essential oils is called Wilderness Resort. And Susie, the Polynesian, we all love to go and relax. Susie,
Yes.
like when we were like, where do you want to just go hang out? She always says
Wilderness Lodge.
The Wilderness Lodge, the Wilderness Resort there.
I love the earthiness of the Wilderness Lodge. I love the big open feel of it. And I was kind of surprised with the essential oil that somehow or another the Magic Candle Company managed to convey that big feeling into the scent.
Yes.
And it's probably part of this memory, but still, it's like it's a big fragrance.
Well, and Magic Candle Company describes the scent featuring notes of earth, firewood, pine, and leather that gives richness and density to the scent. It is a more manly scent.
Yes.
I think I'd say that more masculine scent. As a matter of fact, when I first opened, I was like, this could almost be men's cologne, a very rugged men's cologne. It is so good. We have not diffused it yet.
No.
We have not diffused this one yet, but the fragrance of it is so good. We did put it on a tissue so that we could kind of get once it's exposed to the air and kind of get an idea of the actual smell of it outside of the bottle. It does. It smells like Wilderness Lodge. It does. It's really cool. So we're very happy with Wilderness Resort as well. The third one that we got in the essential oil format is called Vero. Vero is described as featuring top notes of petitgrain and bergamot, middle accords of neroli and jasmine with a light sandalwood base. This one is one of my favorites. If you've ever been in Central Florida or California when orange blossoms are blooming, this smells just like blooming orange blossoms. Magic Candle Company, how they sucked out the air to get, because that's what it smells like. If you're not real familiar with the way orange blossoms smell, they do have really kind of their own fragrance, but they smell very similar to a gardenia. If you kind of know the fragrance of a gardenia, that kind of leans toward what a orange blossom, but then not really.
Very
but that just kind of
citrus.
gives you a kind of a point of reference if you're not familiar. Because if you don't live in Florida or California, you've probably never smelled an orange blossom, but it smells absolutely great. I actually have this one also in the room deodorizer that I use in my truck. And so I get in my truck and it smells like I'm orange blossoms.
It's
awesome.
a very bright smell. It's got that happy, sunshiny, bright feeling to it. And it smells really
Matter of
good.
fact, just touching the bottle, I can smell it on my hands. It's just like, So Becca, what do you think about Vero?
Alright, so it brings back a lot of memories when my grandma was living in Middle Florida. When we would drive by the orange groves on our 3-hour trip down, I would at least roll my window down when I was about 5 or 6 and I just stick my head out. If there wasn't any cars coming on the other side of the road, I'd stick it out
Safety
and
first.
smell it.
And they do. And we would take some of them, we'd get some of the blossoms and put them in our
Uh-huh.
car, and you could smell the blossoms. And that's exactly what this is like. The Very Vero
Yeah.
is fantastic. We have diffused it. It
Mhm.
diffuses beautifully. As a matter of fact, we diffused the Very Vero after diffusing the Polynesian,
Mhm.
and the scents did not conflict with one another.
No.
They actually, in many ways, complemented one another. It's a very, very good fragrance.
I could smell the Polynesian scent faster than I smell the Very Vero. But
Yeah,
the Very
maybe-
Vero
maybe,
was
yeah.
more I don't know how to
It's
really
light.
it filled the room
Yeah.
more.
It to me almost Polynesian filled the room more.
Mhm.
I don't know, but they're both light. Neither
Yeah.
one of them are
Neither
heavy.
one of them are heavy or going to send you, running out of the
No,
room, and
they're not.
it's
Yeah.
they're really
It is. It's very good. I think what it is, and if you've ever smelled jasmine, it has the notes of jasmine,
mhm.
jasmine, gardenias, orange blossoms. They have a very similar
bright smell.
bright smell to them. They do.
Yeah.
You know, we have all three of them around
Uh-huh.
us here, which is what's amazing about Florida.
Oh yeah.
One of the amazing things about Florida. So Very Vero definitely gets a 2 thumbs up from
Yes.
us. The other one that we got, which was actually new not only to us, but new to the company, is called Citrus Swirl. And this is based on the Citrus Swirl, of course, ice cream
Mhm.
at Walt Disney World.
Which I like.
If you like, what are they called? Dreamsicles.
Mhm.
This is your fragrance.
Yes.
How Magic Candle Company put the citrus and the not vanilla. Described by Magic Candle Company is it features a combination of juicy, crisp orange notes with plenty of rich, sweet Tahitian vanilla. Maybe that's the difference, is that Tahitian vanilla.
It smells like almost like cream.
It does smell like cream. Absolutely, it does.
It's got that creaminess.
I'm not a vanilla fan.
Uh-huh.
I don't like vanilla fragrance. I never
Mhm.
have. To me, it tastes sharp and edgy, or smells sharp and edgy.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. You're right. This smells like cream.
It's more of a cream and citrus
Mhm.
and orange.
It's not as soothing a fragrance as the others to
Right.
me.
Yeah.
But it's a happy fragrance, if that makes sense. It's happy. We diffused it the other day when we were doing our chores around the house,
Mhm.
and it kind of brightened everything up. Becca, what do you think about it?
That was actually the one that I put in my diffuser in my room. But I like the dreamsicle, and I'm just like my dad. I totally freaked out when we went up into the Georgia cabin. I'm like, what is that smell? Because it was one of the vanilla candles,
Oh,
and
vanilla
I
candles.
freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, vanilla
But
is not your
This
favorite either.
Cherry
No.
Vero,
The
Citrus swirl.
Citrus Swirl, it just smells. It has a tad bit of vanilla, but it's a light vanilla, like
Yeah.
very light.
Do you
vanilla.
agree? It kind of smells like cream, like ice cream. Kind of, yeah, it does. Another one, well
Smells like
done,
Burger
well
King
done.
Uh-huh.
ice cream.
Very much.
The other fragrances that we got, one that was kind of a surprise fragrance. I of course ordered it, but I had forgotten I had ordered it. About 2 years ago, we went on a Disney cruise, and we went on a Very Merrily Christmas cruise, and one of the stops was, of course, at the private island called Castaway Cay. Well, one of the fragrances that they offer with a Magic Candle Company is called Castaway Cruise. It's described as having a crisp, ozonic notes with sea salt, a calming touch of jasmine, and sweet cream. I'm going to let Susie really describe this one because I got this for her. I knew that this would be her fragrance, so I'll let her handle it.
Well, we have it. I have it in my car, on the disc
As a room
as a room
deodorizer.
deodorizer in my car, and it smells like a cruise. It just, if you can imagine taking the salt ocean smell combined with that like light hint of coconut sunscreen, and then throw in like the the decking,
Like the sandalwood.
the sandalwood
Yeah.
kind of smell,
Mhm.
and just the sunshine and everything. But it just has like an ocean breeze type smell to it too,
Mhm.
and it has been very hot in Florida the last several days,
Yes.
and it's been really wonderful to open the car door and get in, and it's not like it hits you, but you get in and go, oh, boy, I'm ready to go on a cruise.
It is. It's great. It smells really good. Becky, what was your take on that one? I don't think you smelled it as much.
Actually, I
Maybe.
haven't smelled it.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that one. You really
But-
haven't smelled as much.
I think that I'll probably like it. But my favorite part of Castaway Cay, though, when we went on our cruise, was the sandbox in Scuttle's Cove.
And Scuttle's Cove.
Because, get it, this, me and some of the other boys, we dug sand out in like a sunspot, and then we filled it up with water like a dozen times because they had a hose running.
She enjoyed Castaway
Yes,
Cay,
fresh
she
water.
did.
I think.
So
And-
we
and
made
then-
our own hot tub.
Yeah, and the fragrance has kind of a little bit of that sand smell
It does.
too.
It's awesome.
It's really
It is.
really. I'm ready to go on a cruise.
Yeah, absolutely. Two of the other room fragrances that we got, one is called Flying Over the Orange Groves. If you are familiar with the Soarin' over California, you know that scent. It's described by the Magic Candle Company as invigorating scent of juicy tangerine citrus bursts with a hint of fresh floral. It is. I absolutely
Yeah.
love it. It is very, very light.
It's very orange.
Very orange. It is very orange.
Very orange.
Yeah.
Much more so than any of the other fragrances
Yeah.
that we have.
Yeah, it's actually more orange flavor smelling. I keep saying
Uh-huh.
flavored smelling than citrus swirl or really very Vero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more orange.
We put it in our clothes closet to kind of give a. We all like citrus. If you haven't, I
Have
think
you
that's why
guessed?
most of everything we have has a citrus base to it. We love citrus based scents anyway. They make us feel good, make us feel happy. So anyway, highly recommend that. Probably one of our orders, we'll definitely get that one to diffuse because it is nice and light. I think it would be good for like a small room, like your bedroom, our bedroom, something like that. It would be a smaller option there.
Of course, I might have smelt that if I overcame my fears earlier of, oh, I'm going to be so scared of Soarin'.
Nah, she loves
Yeah,
Soarin'.
Right?
now
She
you
loves-
love
They
it.
She loves
changed
Soarin'.
it.
That's
I
right.
decided I'm just going to go ride it.
There you go.
Yep.
Now I love it.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
even got him into it.
Yeah, she
Uh-huh.
did. And the last scent that we got is actually here in our Mickey room or our studio. And let me see if I can grab it here real quick. And how appropriate! It's Walt's office, and this is what the room deodorizers look like. And they're very concentrated. I really like this. This is kind of cool because if you think about offices from I wasn't alive in the 60s, I'm not sure, but in the 70s. But even in the 70s, offices had a lot of woodsy smell to them. This is described by Magic Candle Company as the fragrant is a touch of clove, honey, rose, and violet with tobacco leaf, contains nuances of vanilla, hay, and benzoin as base notes. It's really neat. It does smell like, I remember like my dad's office smelling. It smells like an office. It really does. If you are familiar with scents of pipe tobacco, it has some kind of pipe tobacco scent to it. I really enjoy it. It makes the room nice, but it doesn't overpower the room.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
definitely doesn't.
If it overpowered the room too much, and I will tell you why I'm really kind of critiquing these is I have asthma, and I don't have a problem with these fragrances at all. They're not too heavy. They're not too burdensome. They're just really, really good. And this has been a great addition to the Mickey room, our Disney room here at our house is Walt's office. So what do you guys think about Walt's office since you're in the room where here it is? Oh,
it smells good. It is not overpowering. It's not the first thing that you right away notice when you come in, but once you've been in the room for just a few minutes, you notice that I think of it as kind of a dark wood, heavy desk,
study, hard,
kind of,
heavy wood,
kind of,
yeah.
And interesting, that it has the tobacco notes. I don't get those at all.
Mm-mm.
I don't smell that pipe scent, or I know some people are turned off by that. We're
not smokers or anything.
I like the smell sometimes of it.
I grew up in North Florida around at the time the tobacco industry was in full throw. I'm very familiar with the smell of tobacco. This does not smell like tobacco as maybe we would understand it here.
Yeah. Even
on my fingers, it just smells really good. It smells like hardwoods and stuff. So it's a really nice fragrance. I would definitely get it again for in here. It is very inspiring. I like the way Magic Candle Company described it. They said to capture the spirit of imagination and dreams with the delightfully rich, warm, and spicy aroma of cured pipe tobacco.
Warm. That would be what I would say it is.
It is very warm.
It's a very warm fragrance.
As a matter of fact, it's so warm that our room here is probably almost too bright. You always think, like you said, a study,
right, kind of
a dark hardwood study type idea. But anyway, it is wonderful. We just love Walt's legacy, love studying his life, love studying his leadership. So anyway,
and Magic Candle Company has really captured that.
Yes.
Really captured all the fragrances.
I've never been in Walt's office, so I don't know what Walt's office smells like. But if the others are any indication of the way they really captured the smell, then I believe that's exactly what Walt's office must have smelled like. Yeah. So Becca, what is your take on it?
I'm going to need it real quick so I can sniff it.
Oh.
Because my nose is so clogged up at the moment.
Yeah, allergy season. Don't we love it?
It smells like caramel. And then I do smell a tad bit, like a tiny bit of the pipe, but it just has a warm, homey feeling.
Well, home feeling. That sounds,
just
it is. Warmness. I like that warm. I like that. That's good.
I feel like I'm next to a fire, and because it smells like a little tad bit like gingerbread.
Yeah,
very Christmas.
It does kind of have a ginger. It does have a ginger. Oh, speaking of Christmas, they have a great line of Christmas products. I'm sure we'll be trying out.
I'm sure we'll try those.
Anyway, visit our Magic Candle Company. We bring the vacation to you. They have a promotion going on right now. This particular video is being filmed on the 21st of June, which is a Friday. Through this weekend, they have a 15% off promotion going on. So go to magiccandlecompany.com and place your order, and consider becoming a monthly subscriber like we have. And speaking of subscribing, if you have not subscribed to Mickey Sightings, subscribe to us, hit the like button, ring that notification bell so that you get any alerts of our new video release or a new live stream. But we've enjoyed doing this product review. I'm sure we will be doing more, and so hope you enjoyed it. And again, what we always leave on is with Walt's famous words is, may we never forget that it was all started by a mouse.
Bye.
See y'all real soon.